Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Fabi, and welcome to Arrows DIY. On my channel, I like to do Dollar Tree DIYs, high-end dupes, as well as thrift flips. Today I'm going to be showing you 2 ways to make boho style pillows for around $3 using just Dollar Tree items. These pillows are super stylish and easy to make, and they're part of the Bohemian Fall collab, where you have a chance to win $100 for Dollar Tree, as well as the hard to find calendars. All you gotta do is listen for the code word and write it in the comment section below for all of the videos on the playlist. To get started, we're going to use these bath mats from the Dollar Tree. As you can see, they have a ton of variety at the Dollar Tree. I thought that this one looked very boho. I ripped off all the tags and I washed them on a gentle cycle, and I also dried them on air dry. They got super fluffy and they got rid of that chemical smell. They smelled really gross. I love that fuzzy side, but this side looks way more boho. So we're gonna use this side for our pillow, our first pillow today. We're gonna take this cotton mop head from the Dollar Tree and we're just gonna rip out one of those strands. Just taking one of the strands, we're going to fold it and make a knot at the top. That way it makes a long knotted tassel, I guess you can call it. Once I remove the tags here, I'm gonna put this on the pillow. So we're just gonna take 24 of them and we're going to make sure the top is nice and round. Cut off any excess string that's around, and we're just gonna hot glue that to the pillow. I hot glued these about 2 inches from the top. I also used these Shirt Bonder fabric sticks because I figured they would work better for fabric. I am so sorry, Mom. I'm definitely using my hot glue here. For those that don't know, my mother is a professional seamstress and pattern maker. She worked on Fashion Avenue for years and years. So, like I said, I am so sorry, Mom, but this is so much easier and it gets the job done, and no one's ever gonna know you used hot glue. Super simple, gets the job done. But I love you, Mom. You're the best, but I can't sew and I want a pillow. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the opposite end, 6 inches from the top row. I'm also going to add 12 here as well, and we're trying to make it as straight as possible. That way it looks nice and neat. And I think less is more, so we're just going to keep it simple. That way it looks high-end and boho. So now you're going to take the pillow and you're going to flip it upside down, and you're going to hot glue that end there all the way down the side of the pillow. Then you're going to put them together, kind of sandwich it together so that the hot glue adheres. Then you're going to go ahead and do the same thing along the edges, all along the edges of the pillow, on all the sides. Now this pillow is relatively thin. It's not one of those thick rugs, so you don't have to cut any corners or anything. The corners are very easy to fold out once you flip it inside out. And that's what it looks like once it's done. Super simple, super stylish. Let me know what you think in the comments below. So now I just used a standard queen size pillow. I cut that in half, and that's what I'm using to stuff both of my pillows today. And it worked perfectly. So just like we did on the other sides, we're just going to go ahead and fold in about 1 inch's worth on both sides, put some hot glue along sides, and just sandwich it together to seal the pillow. Now this video is part of a collaboration with Miguelito. If you haven't checked him out, I'll leave his link in the description below. He's uber talented, and all these ladies are collaborating today to bring you some Bohemian Fall inspiration. There's also an $100 Dollar Tree gift card up for grabs, as well as 6 calendars that are hard to find. included in this prize, and much more. All you gotta do is watch all the videos, listen in for the code word, write it in the comments below on all the videos on the playlist, and you're entered to the $100 giveaway, calendars, and there's more mysterious prizes according to CJ from CJ DIY. Thank you, CJ, for sponsoring today's giveaway. Now for DIY number 2, we're gonna go ahead and use this mop head once again. And we're going to pull out the string just like we did before. Pull out one strand and we're gonna make a knot. This knot's gonna be a little shorter than the first knot because we're going to make a different design. Now, this is just inspiration, as all my DIYs are. You're free to change the pattern, change the position of the tassel, do whatever you like. So once we make a knot in the middle there, we just cut off around the top of the tassel to make it nice and neat. I made 24 of these tassels, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and hot glue them along this middle section, along that black line. You're gonna try to keep it as straight as possible. And what I did was I try to keep the knot facing forward, if that makes any sense. I kind of like how those strands were intertwining into each other. I like that feature. So once you're done here, you're just gonna go ahead and give it a haircut straight across. Now I am not good at cutting a straight line apparently because I made a big mistake at the end. So just be a little careful when you're cutting yours because I kind of messed up, but it's totally fine. I mean, I don't mind it. It's not even that noticeable honestly because you know the tassels themselves move around naturally. So I try to fix my boo-boo by making the other side as short as the other side. Once that's all done, I go ahead and I use this comb and I just comb through all the strands. That way it pulls off any strands that are loose in the knot, as well as makes it look more like natural fibers and less like mop heads. So once I finished being OCD about it, I went ahead and I took the strands that we had cut off when we gave it a haircut, and I just made a little knot out of that. You don't have to use this. You can use any other strand of mop, but I just use this because I am so cheap. I did not want to throw out these little strands. So I just use these. I did just like as I did before. I think I made about 26 of them, something like that. I don't know. I just covered all along the bottom there, and I thought that it gave it a nice boho feel as well. It just gave the perfect little, I don't want to say pom-pom because it's like a refined pom-pom, but there you go. You can see it close up. I think it was so cute. It looks like a well thought out boho pom-pom. All right. So then I go ahead and I do the entire bottom there, and we're gonna flip it upside down once that's all done. And just like before, we're going to run the hot glue along that seam. And then we're gonna put the other rug on top of that seam, line up the seams, make sure your corners are matching before you press down. You have a little bit of time to wiggle it around, a little tiny bit. And then we're gonna go ahead and do that for all the sides using hot glue. So my code word today is sorry. I am so sorry, Mom, for using hot glue. Please don't, oh my God. I know she's cringing every time she sees the hot glue, but I love this. I really like, this technique is so easy, and I don't judge anyone for using hot glue because it's so easy and so stylish, and $3, why not? So remember, my code word is sorry. So just write sorry in the comments below, and yeah, you'll be entered for the giveaway. So the playlist link and all the links for all the channels that are in this collaboration today are in my description box below. So be sure to check that out once you're done with this video. I flipped the pillow inside out after I cut off those corners because this rug is way thicker than the first rug we used in DIY number 1. I poked out the corners as much as I could, and then I filled it with the other half of that pillow that I used earlier. And then I go ahead and I fold in the edges like so. Hot glue, lots of hot glue to make sure it doesn't move anywhere. And we're gonna go ahead, flap the other side and squish it down like so. And I am impressed on how easy this was. Okay, so careful here with your fingers because this part here gets a little tricky around the corners. So you're gonna go ahead and just hot glue anywhere it needs it. You wanna push the hot glue inside because you don't really want that to notice it at all. That's why I used that little tool there. I didn't want to burn my fingers, but I didn't want anyone seeing that hot glue because that's not pretty. But there you go. That's the pillow. That's how it came out. I think it's super cute, super chic, very boho, but I want to know what you think. So leave it in the comments below. Tell me which one was your favorite DIY today. And if you would try this for your home decor. Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And if you want to see more of what I make in this house, subscribe. You could also support my channel by buying me a coffee. I use that money to buy craft supplies. And as always, my friends, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. And if you're new here, stick around and click that subscribe button so we can be friends forever. Take care and God bless, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.